Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Today we've got lots of news all over the place, and it starts off with this survey that Epic's put out, and this survey has confirmed a lot of things. It's scared a lot of people because Epic is talking about selling something in the item shop that people are not happy with, potentially pay to win. So let's start with this survey. They asked about the item shop thing, but they also asked about a bunch of other important things, and one of them is player bots, and a lot of different questions regarding AI. So they are definitely going to be making changes to the way bots are working and how often they're appearing in game. This was a big complaint in Season OG. I felt it too. You were getting them in ranked games, unranked games, and they actually confirm one of the questions here is, I want less player bots in my ranked Battle Royale games, and you either agree, disagree, etc. So confirming they do have bots in ranked. I don't really understand that. Like, to me, the point of ranked is you're always up against real players. I totally understand having bots in unranked games and for people who are learning the game, make them feel good, right? Don't have to go against sweats, tryhards right away. Other questions they're asking related to this, I can easily identify player bots before eliminating or being eliminated by them. I have mistakenly thought a real person was a player bot. So they're definitely looking at everything regarding bots. I do think it's an important piece of the game, especially because you do see bots a lot, like in game, especially early game. And I think you should just answer honestly. I feel like a guy like me, like, yes, it is very obvious to tell when I am up against an AI, but I'm not really the target here. I think the target is more people starting out and if they're able to identify bot or not. I would assume the goal would be for them not to be able to identify it, but we'll have to see. Here is a couple other things, important things that this survey asked. I miss Fortnite OG, yes or no? We know they're planning to bring back Fortnite OG in some shape or form this year, but we just don't know how, so they're definitely inquiring about it. I am looking forward to the next season, agree or disagree? How do you feel about match quests? Top 3 reasons to take part in Winterfest 2023, and then other Winterfest statements you agree/disagree with. The seasonal events that Fortnite have been putting out have been, some people liked it, some people don't. I feel like parts have been loved, but they've always been lacking in some shape or another. So yeah, just answer honestly. They're inquiring about some big things here, and we'll talk item shop in just a second, but I want to show you this, the 4 horsemen of Fortnite umbrellas that no one owns. And this is from Snazzy, and we're talking about this today because today is the day you can now get the free high society ranker umbrella by reaching at least 75 points in a ranked cup. But just a little history lesson, what we've got here, we've got the beast umbrella. That was probably the toughest to get. I did end up getting it, but I had to practice pretty hard for it. You had to place above the top 100,000 in Mr. Beast's Extreme Survival Challenge. I had so much fun with this, by the way. I hope they do something like this again. Then there was the Beskar umbrella, and this was obtained by winning a match of the Mando's Bounty LTM, another rare one, and then the Escapist umbrella. And to get that one, you had to beat the Impossible Escape limited time mode. So in the comments below, how many of the, I guess now 4, because you can now get the ranked umbrella today and for a couple months after this with different sessions appearing. How many of these 4 do you have? Tell me your story down in the comment section below. Super interested. Okay, the Nintendo Switch 2 might be released in September 2024. Obviously not Fortnite news, but pretty big gaming news related to Fortnite. And this is according to recent leaks. It's rumored that the console's hardware is at least on par with the base PlayStation 4. This would be a big upgrade for players currently playing Fortnite on the Switch. I've never played on the Switch. I know it's a totally different experience from what I have heard. And yeah, as a Switch player, I'm sure I've got some Switch players watching the video. Are you excited about this? Will you be purchasing the Nintendo Switch 2? What would your price point be? I'll let you know as soon as we get more news on this or anything Fortnite related. So subscribe, turn your noties on. I am your guy. Another related/unrelated piece here is there was an interview between IGN and the creator of Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane. And it was kind of a joke, but he did respond to a question about the Peter Griffin being in Fortnite. What is the reason that we have a muscular Peter Griffin instead of the normal version of him? And he says they didn't have the budget to create his actual body. Of course, this is a joke. The real reason is the hitbox really wouldn't work for Peter Griffin's size in the show, the dimensions in the show. Regardless, joke or not, cool to see Seth commenting on the Fortnite collab. Next in gaming news, kind of related, Twitch. It's a massive story. I have to talk about it. And Twitch CEO Dan Clancy confirms that Twitch is not yet profitable. He says, "We aren't profitable at this point. Amazon has been extremely supportive of Twitch." Changes are coming for sure with Twitch. Already just 2 days ago, over 500 employees were laid off from Twitch. This was roughly a third of the workforce, and I don't think the changes are going to stop there. It does seem Amazon being supportive of Twitch means basically they're probably subsidizing the losses, right? That's how Twitch is able to just keep going on. And they may continue to operate at a loss as long as the company is growing. That's sometimes the overall goal of these tech companies, and then eventually, and I don't know how long eventually is, this company's been up for 13 years now, so I don't know when profit is coming, and I don't know when it's expected, but this is the first change. I think another big change will be Twitch Prime, right? Where you are able to subscribe for free once a month to a Twitch streamer if you have Amazon Prime. And then that Twitch streamer gets around $2.50 USD, but Twitch is paid nothing. That's an unsustainable product, a service that they're offering. So I expect that to change in the coming months as well. And he did touch on this. The CEO did touch on this in the interview. So yeah, big news out of Twitch. Not great news. Definitely sucks for the people who were laid off. I will keep you updated once we learn more. In December, Fortnite had more playtime on consoles than all of these games combined. Call of Duty, EA Sports, FC24, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Roblox. Fortnite's total console playtime in December is over 1.6 billion hours. Just absolutely mind-blowing stats. We know that December was a record month, I think, all time for Fortnite. The popularity has stabilized. We just talked about it in yesterday's video. This weekend, they peaked at almost 5 million players. So it really hasn't lost that much steam as we've transitioned from OG into Chapter 5. Really cool to see. Epic Games has just started to playtest version 28.3. This will be the final update of this season. I know it's a little early to talk about this. It'll be released probably on February 20th. This will be an exciting time. It will include Season 2 teasers, hints, and much more as we learn what the future of this chapter is going to be. Of course, we're still waiting for Point 1, the first downtime update of this season, but we're getting close. We're about 11 days away. It should be January 23rd. Very excited to see what they've got for us, and we'll touch more on that as we get a little closer what to expect. Okay, back to that Fortnite survey I was talking about at the start of the video, and there was more questions, and this one was about the item shop thing I was talking about. A set of questions in this recent Fortnite survey regarding game mechanics and stuff in sandbox games. Sandbox in this case would be Fortnite Lego. That's our sandbox game in Fortnite. It seems that they are considering selling building pieces in the item shop for Lego Fortnite. And you can see which of the following game mechanics have you experienced inside of a sandbox game, and it says please select all that apply, and buildings and building pieces you can purchase in game are one of the options. So once again, they're inquiring about this, seeing if they'll get too much hate, if it's worth it, if it's worth the money, because I'm reading the replies to this and people would not be happy about this. I don't know if you can consider it pay to win. In sandbox, you're not really fighting or winning against another player, but you will have a lot more to play with and use during your Fortnite Lego adventure. So what would your thoughts be on this if it happened? Let me know in the comment section below. While we are on the topic of Lego, there are a few more things planned. We've been talking a lot about Lego the last few videos. They are also working on a new wolf. It's codenamed Stormsick Wolf and is related to this new Rift update. This new Rift update seems to be the next big update. It might even happen next week. They have a ton of it ready to go. There's a new Rift ore. There'll be new Rift caves. There's a bunch of new weapons and tools attached to this. This will be a later game tier 5 set of tools and items. Longsword, hammer, forest axe out of iron, pickaxe titanium, and then night shield titanium. So some Rift, some will be, again, some of these other ores that they're working on. And that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Talk soon. Touch that like button. Goodbye.